Okay, let's just get straight to the point. We have 10,000 views! Yes! Come on, bro! Yeah! And because we have 10,000 views, this is my 10K special. Yeah, my 10K special, so thanks for 10,000 views. Today, we will be talking about the ToneFrance Hunger Games. Well, not really Hunger Games, more like the World Cup. Now that I think about it, kind of like Jack the Bus's One Piece Villain World Cup. But yeah, we're doing that. Yeah. So, got the bracket here. So, let's get started. Let's get started on the 10K view special. Okay. First up, round 1 is Gigantosaurus Rex, aka Little Johnny, versus the Laser, aka Mr. Michael. Well, we did see in here's the backyard. Little Johnny literally just woke up and said, like, "Cousin, don't fight him. He's too strong." Like, Mr. Michael absolutely demolished everybody. Now that I think about it. Okay then. Speedster versus the Richard. Trevor versus Richard. Okay, I feel like Richard is winning that. Not gonna lie, I feel like Richard, if there's no powers. Oh, by the way, it's here's the backyard. If you didn't notice. If they had no powers, Richard would definitely beat the hell out of Trevor. Richard would beat the ever-living crap out of Trevor. But they do have powers, so Trevor stands a bit of a chance, but not really. Still, I think Richard still wins. Okay, that means the first round, round 2, is gonna have, how do I type this? Oh, do I just click it? Laser, oh yeah, and then the Richard, okay. Oh wait, it's Mr. Michael versus Richard, okay. Then, next round, friend 1, is Shapeshifter, he gets a pass, and the Master Swordsman, aka 7, versus Lord of Destruction, aka Evan. 7 versus Evan. We're getting crazy matchups here. Except for Little Johnny and Mr. Michael, whatever. Oh, this is hard. Well, oh, this is hard. Well, 7 technically doesn't have powers. He's just really good at swordsmanship. I'm gonna have to say Evan wins here. Yeah. Wait, no, it's Kevin versus Evan in the next. Oh, okay. Phaser, which is Mr. Williamson, against Tone, aka Captain Invincible. Ooh, damn. Oh, I never thought about this. Mr. Williamson versus Tone. Oh. Well, I feel like Mr. Williamson wins here. Cause if Tone punches Mr. Williamson, he can phase, so Tone's fist would just go right through Mr. Williamson. And even if he forgot to do that, he could just teleport away before Tone hits him. I'm gonna have to go Mr. Williamson. And Mind Slayer also gets a pass this round. So that means next is Mr. Williamson versus Ned. Okay. Then we have Terrence gets a pass. So Skull of Wonder. And then on the other side we have Mirror Master versus Time Tinker. Billy versus Mr. Rollyworth. How would Billy versus Mr. Rollyworth go? Well, the only reason Mr. Rollyworth was able to send them back in time, and here's the Backyard 4, was because Mirror Master's clone was so dumb. So, maybe Mr. Rollyworth wins this. I'm not gonna lie, maybe Mr. Rollyworth wins this. I think he does. I think he does. Yep. Wait, can I? Okay, so that would be Terrence versus. Okay, now round 2. Mr. Michael versus Richard. Father versus son. Oh, it's hard. Because even if Mr. Michael uses laser eyes on Richard, Richard can just use a force field and just block it. Oh, this is hard. This is really hard. This is harder than it looks. This is hard. I think solely because of the force fields, and also the fact that Richard can turn invisible to make sure Mr. Michael doesn't know where he is. I think solely because of that, Richard wins. Then we have Kevin versus Evan. Shapeshifter versus Lord of Destruction. Wait, isn't this a canon fight? Isn't this an actual canon fight? Yeah, it is! We saw it in Here's the Backyard 1, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Well, I guess that wasn't really a fight. It's more just Mind Slayer, mind controlled. Okay, I'm not gonna take that as a canon fight. But element control. Let's check the powers. We have. We have Shapeshifter, who can shapeshift into objects, animals, other people, anything. And then we have Lord of Destruction, who can control elements. So like water, earth, fire, air. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. But no. Yeah. So, this is hard. Well, in theory, every element has like a weakness. every element has like a weakness, so Kevin could just shapeshift into that weakness so that Lord of Destruction couldn't use powers? Or, actually, I wonder if Kevin shapeshifts into someone else, is he able to use their powers? Like, we saw in Heroes Backyard 7, he shapeshifted into Richard. Was he able to use Richard's invisibility at that point? Well, he didn't, but he might have been able to. Well, I feel like if he could, he would have just sneaked in that way instead of like pretending to be Richard. I think Lord of Destruction wins this. Yep. Then Phaser versus Mind Slayer. Ned versus Mr. Williamson. Well, Ned versus Mr. Williamson. Well, couldn't Ned just mind control Mr. Williamson into not phasing, and then Ned could just punch him while he's being mind controlled? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, okay, so Ned wins this then. Okay, yeah. Then we have Skull of Wonder versus Time Tinker. Ooh! Mr. Rollyworth versus Terrence. Ooh. Ooh, this is hard. Ooh. Ooh. This is actually really hard. Skull of Wonder versus Time Taker. Oh, this is hard. Who did Time Taker beat last round? He beat Mirror Master. Oh. Well, Terrence is pretty powerful. So maybe Skull of Wonder could beat. Maybe Terrence could beat Mr. Hollywood. What's Terrence's power even? Isn't it like create things out of thin air? It's like dark matter. Pretty sure that's it. That's what it does. So, wait. If Mr. Rollyworth sends Terrence back in time, Terrence could just create a new watch to go back to the present. Yeah, Terrence wins that. Yeah, okay. Then we have. Now we're on to the semi-final. Okay. The Richard versus Lord of Destruction. Oh, Richard versus Evan. Again, if Evan didn't have powers, if neither of them had powers, Richard would absolutely beat the ever-living crap out of Evan. But Evan has powers, so he has a bit of a fair chance. Well, wait, the invisibility. What? Because I was gonna say like Evan can't aim his attacks at Richard if he can't see Richard, but he can cause earthquake. attacks, which is an AoE attack. So yeah, like the force. Wait. Well, hold on. Can Richard turn his force field invisible? I don't think he can. So then Evan could see. Wait. No. Oh, no. Wait. Okay. Oh. Oh, what? Oh, what can Evan do against the force field? Oh, could Evan do anything against the force field? I don't think he could. To be honest. No, I don't think he could. Well, maybe. I don't. Well, I think Richard wins this. Yeah. So Richard is moving on to the final. Richard is in the final. Now it's Ned versus Terrence. Mindslayer versus Skull of Wonder. Oh, wait. Ned, hear me out. Ned could just mind control Terrence into creating a weapon and then killing himself. Mindslayer wins. Okay, now the final battle between Richard and Ned. Mindslayer and the Richard. Who wins? Okay. Who wins? Who does win? Wait. Mindslayer can mind control. Wait. Mindslayer can mind control Richard into putting down his force field, and then Mindslayer could beat him to death. Oh my god. And Ned wins the ToneFrance World Cup. Ned wins the ToneFrance World Cup. Congrats, Ned. And also congrats to me for getting 10k views. But yeah, thanks for 10k views. But anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Comment anything you want to comment, or your opinion. I want to see if you think anything, if you think someone else could beat someone else. Yeah, anyway, bye.